You think you know me?
Oh wait. Oh wait. You motherfuckers didn't think you'd ever see me again, huh? You hear that? Do you hear that? That right there is the sound of a legend not dying. I'm kidding. I'm not a fucking legend. You can't see my pants, but I got some sick ass pants. I'm gonna jump so you can see it, okay?
Bro, listen to me, bro. Listen, it was literally just this morning. I'm looking at my channel. Again, 5 years ago, I posted. 5 years ago.
I've been gone for 5 years?
I'm back. Don't get it twisted, bitch. So, this is stupid as shit. So, it has been 5 years since I uploaded my last video on this channel. Okay? Now, earlier today, I realized that not only has it been 5 years since my last video on here, but it's also been 11 years since I started this YouTube channel. $11 Okay. Holy, it honestly doesn't even feel like that it's been that long, to be honest with you. I remember when I first started this shit, but the reason why I'm gonna make this video right now is because I have a couple things that I want to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is what happened. Why are all my videos gone? What happened? Why did I stop uploading all those years ago? And why has it taken me this long to come back and to want to come back? So anyway, I'm just going to jump right to it. I'm making sure everything is recording. I'm recording this from two different devices. The video portion on my phone, then the audio on my computer. But anyway, so back in 2014, at least I'm pretty sure it was 2014, was when I started my YouTube channel. And originally, I wanted to do not only the creepypasta videos that were really big at the time, like some shit like that like Mr. Nightmare would do and stuff like that. Like I was really into that stuff at the time, and I actually had a bunch of stories that I had written over the years as a kid from like nightmares that I would have. And hence the name Nightmare Creepypasta, which is where that name came from. All of the creepypastas that I've written and told on this channel all came from nightmares that I'd have as a kid growing up. But anyway, I'll cut to the chase. But not only that, but I would also do gameplay videos as well. And I remember back then when I first started doing this shit, I wanted to do this as a career. I did. Like, I was super adamant about upload schedules and stuff. Okay, what days am I gonna upload? You know what I mean? Like, I was just really on top of that stuff. And I remember when I first started off high school, during the summer, I had like summer vacation and all that shit. That was when I was most active on my channel. I was fucking doing gameplay after gameplay, like video after video, like every week. And there were times where I would literally do 2 videos in one day. Or 4 videos in a couple of days. It was crazy. But so what ended up happening, right? After a while, right? After about maybe, I'd give it about a year, what had happened was I started to kind of slow down a little bit. I still had school. I still had a lot of stuff going on at home and all that stuff, and it was just making it a lot harder for me to stay focused with it. And just because obviously, you know, it seemed like it was unattainable at the time. So I stayed on a schedule. I stayed consistent. I started gaining a little bit of a following on here, and I was just doing my daily thing. And dude, it would even get to the point where I would literally set everything up, and like at night, like the night before I'd go to record and shit. Like, it was funny. Like, I was really crazy with it. And I had a lot of fun doing it. Now, about a couple years after I started this YouTube channel, things started to go very south very quickly. And one of the biggest pinpoints that I'm going to talk about in this video, I've been waiting to kind of talk about this for a while because I don't know if this is going to bite me back in the ass. But I'm at the point right now where I don't really care if it does. So, I grew up with a very, very, very narcissistic mother. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because this has everything to do with what I'm about to tell you, okay? My mom, she was so, like, she had this mentality where if I said or did anything that she didn't agree with, that she didn't like, that, you know, whatever it may be, she would be like, oh, well, you better... Like, she was the type of person that would reflect me onto herself, right? So anything I said or did that she didn't like, she'd give me shit for it, because she was like, oh, well, everything you say and do, you know, it comes back to me and it reflects badly on me and this and that. And it's like, bro, I'm just a kid making fucking videos on YouTube. Like, what the fuck? Like, nobody even... Bro, I bet you $1 million out of every fucking subscriber that I have, not even one of you guys actually watch my videos like that. Let's be real. I probably wouldn't either, to be honest with you, because I kind of just suck. But anyway, back to what I was saying. She was like that type of person. So one day in particular, a couple of years after I started making videos and all that stuff, and I was sticking with that grind and uploading like twice a week and all that shit, she finds one of my videos one day, right? And actually, no, she did not find one of my videos. It was my stepdad. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. This is also shit that's happened like 6 years ago. So I'm a little bit foggy-headed when it comes to this shit because I have a really bad memory. But anyway, so my stepdad finds this one video in particular that was on my channel at the time, right? It was a sequel video to the Siri video that I had made years ago. Like this, I think it was like the second video I ever did on this channel. It was called Siri Madness, right? This video in particular was the sequel to that video. And I had made some jokes in that video that were really, really over the fucking top. Because I have a very, very messed up sense of humor. And, you know, I don't have a filter at all. Like, I do not have a filter at all. Like, I do not care. And so I've made a few jokes in that video that really just... Let's just say, if I were to have posted that video now, my entire channel would have been banned. But that's a whole separate story, because there have been a few times where I almost lost this entire channel completely because of YouTube itself. But this was before YouTube started laying down the law a little bit with content and like what's appropriate, what's not, like all that shit. So at the time, you could do and say whatever the hell you wanted in a video as long as it wasn't hurt nobody, as long as, you know, whatever, right? Like, they didn't care back then. But anyway, so one day in particular, when my stepdad finds this video, I was actually currently making another video this day, and as I'm in the middle of filming it, he comes into my room, right? And he has his phone in his hand, and he has it facing towards me, like as if he's showing me something. And I go up to him, and I see what's on his phone, and it was that video playing. And I'm kind of laughing a little bit because, you know, like, I thought it was funny, I don't know. And I just thought it was like what are the chances, like, he finds one of my videos, you know what I mean? And I'm laughing, right? You know what happened? I start laughing. He goes, "So you think this shit is fucking funny?" I'm like, yeah, like a little bit, you know. He snitched on me. And he told my mom, and he showed her the video, and she was pissed, right? Mind you, I was like 14 at the time, or was I 14? I think I was like 15 at the time, or some shit, right? Either way, my mom sees the video. She calls me down. and she gives me an ultimatum. Mind you, she had no idea I had a YouTube channel. And she not that she really would have cared, but not only the same day that she finds out that I'm doing shit like that, but she also went ahead and watched a bunch of other videos of mine that I had posted. And this was when like all the gameplays were all there and all that sort of thing. So she was watching a lot of my videos to see like what I was doing or what I was saying or whatever. And let's just say there were a lot of videos where I kind of talked my shit about her. And if you guys remember that, you will. But if you don't remember it, then I don't expect you to remember, because that shit was like fucking like 15 years ago. But anyway, not 15 years ago, like 11 years ago. My bad. My fault. I don't know why I just started laughing at that shit. Okay. So anyway, so she gives me an ultimatum, right? She clearly was not fucking with my shit at all. Like, she hated my videos. Hated. And the reason why was because of the way I would joke around in my videos. The things I would say. And, you know, part of me don't really blame her for that. But at the same time, she gives me the ultimatum of, you're either going to delete every fucking video on your channel, or I'm taking away everything that you fucking have. All your electronics are gonna go. Everything in your room. She threatened to take everything out of my room except for my bed. So, and I knew she was being serious too, because she's pulled some shit like that with me before, when I literally had nothing. And obviously, I wasn't going to just say no and then lose everything and then not be able to make videos and shit anymore. So I decided to do as she said, right? But here's the catch. She told me to delete every video that I had made up to that point, which, by the way, were like 30 videos. I had 30 videos that I could have saved. I swear to God, I could have saved them if I just thought for a quick second while I was deleting every video. Because she wasn't standing there when I was deleting all the videos. I went back to my room and I contemplated it for a while, and then I was just like, okay, what am I going to do, right? And me being stupid, I didn't think for a second, what if I just make them private and unlisted? So I can still access the videos. Nobody else can see it. So even if she checks, it's all still there. But you just won't see it if you're not signed into my account. I did not do that. Instead, I deleted every single video that I had. All those hours of filming, all those hours of editing all those videos, all of the hours of lost sleep that I had editing those videos as well, all went to nothing. It was all for nothing, and I lost it all. I've tried archives. I've tried looking through, like, internet archives and shit like that, YouTube archives. They're all gone. The Wayback Machine, fucked. Can't find shit. So, that was kind of the end of that. And as soon as I did it, I realized, fuck, like, I could have saved it all. I could have saved it all. And then re-released everything later on. Or I would have just kept it for myself. Here's a little bit of context for you, okay? For this next part. At the time, I did not have a PC of my own. I did not have a camera either. I didn't have equipment to do the sort of thing that I was trying to pull off. I didn't have anything. I just had my phone that I would use as my camera. I actually had two phones. I had an old iPhone 4 and then my current phone at the time, which was an iPhone 6. And I was using an app on both of those phones to sync the two cameras together. It was a video recording app. I can't remember what the hell the name of it was. But I synced those two cameras together, so one of them I could use as my face cam, the other would be used to literally record the screen of the laptop that I was using at the time, which wasn't even mine, by the way. I'm pretty sure it was like my mom's or some shit. And I had a flash drive. I'd save games onto it and shit. I'd download games from like Game Jolt and then throw them onto the flash drive, so it wouldn't like take up space in her computer and all that shit. And I could just plug it in, set my shit up. I'd use like flower pots and shit to like prop up my phone so you could see the screen, and it was just really shit quality. But it just goes to show that I had nothing except for what I had, so I made do with what I had. You know what I mean? So what happened was, after that whole thing had happened, where I deleted every video of mine, I had to do something different. I wanted to keep making videos. I really did. And I also really wanted to do gameplays again. But this time, I couldn't do it anymore. The reason why is because a year later, because I kind of stopped making videos around this time. It was like I think it was like my sophomore or junior year of high school. I can't remember. I remember something happened. I don't know what happened, but mind you, my mom was very, very controlling. And I'm not saying this I'm not exaggerating this shit. Like, she was so bad that if I came home, like I think what happened was, I think I had bad grades, right? 1 year. And she grounded me for an entire year, right? Which, as an adult, it's like, okay, whatever. But she took everything I had. She took everything out of my room that wasn't my bed, and it was completely gone. She would destroy my things. If, like, you know what I mean? It would just get to that point. But this one time in particular, when she had grounded me, she got rid of all of my belongings except for my bed and my dresser. Both my phones, gone. Fucking my TV, gone. My Xbox, gone. Like, everything, all that shit. And even, like, books. Like, I didn't have books in my room anymore. She took them all. Like, she cleaned out my entire room. I'm not exaggerating. Like, it literally was just, you walk into my room, empty room, so empty that you can hear the echo in it as if you were just moving into the house type of shit, right? And because she took everything of mine, I wasn't able to make videos anymore for that entire year, which sucked. But I dealt with it. You know what I mean? I dealt with it. It's whatever. So, when that year was finally over, I got one of my phones back, luckily, which is the iPhone 6, and my 4 was gone, right? Now, mind you, I needed both phones to do these types of videos if I wanted to do, like, face cam and shit like that. She literally told me to my face that she had destroyed my old iPhone, my old phone that I was using to, like, record and shit. So I had to start over. Not only that, but I was like, okay, well, great. That's wonderful. What am I supposed to do now, right? So I started trying to rebrand my channel a little bit after that. So I started doing reaction videos. And I actually remember, it was like one of the first videos on my channel that actually kind of had a decent amount of views. It was I think it was the Dead Bart reaction I did or something like that. It was like a creepypasta reaction of some sort. I'll throw it up on the screen so you can see it, because I still have it on my channel. It's just all private. But I'll also get into that in a second as well. Now, I started doing reaction videos a lot more instead of doing gameplays. And I never really explained why. This whole thing was the reason why. And I know that the way I'm explaining everything to you right now is very jumbled up, and you're probably very confused. It's because a lot has happened. It's been fucking 6 years, okay? Bear with me here. So anyway, I remember that's what I was doing, and I was still trying to grind it out a little bit, but obviously I didn't have as much time because I was a little older. Obviously, I was finishing high school at this time. I was already a senior in high school, So it was my last year, all that shit. So I just had a lot going on. And I also did not know what the hell I was going to do when I wasn't in school anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know if I was going to college or not. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do and all that shit. But not that it really mattered because I never went. God damn. Don't mind me. I'm a fucking... Yeah, I vape now, too. That's great. Even though I'm probably going to edit this out. But anyway. So, I was doing that for a little while. I tried to bring back gameplays. Because I found a way to do it without all these different tech, equipment and shit like that, right? I still didn't have a PC at the time, okay? I didn't have all that shit. I still had one phone now. So what I was doing was I found out about screen recording apps. So I started using shit like AirShoe. That was a big one back that year. I don't even remember which year it was. I was using AirShoe a lot, or Mobizen, or something like that, right? Not... You know what I mean? So I was doing that, and I would play mobile games because that was all I could fucking do. You know what I mean? So I played like Evil Nun or some shit like that like 6 years ago. They're still up on my channel too. I don't think I made those private, actually. I think you could still watch those. But you could see the difference, right? I was not too thrilled with that whole process of making those videos. I only made 2 of those videos. I think it was one after another. And all I could think is, man, like, at least it's something, right? Like, at least I'm trying. At least I'm not completely giving up. That is, until I did. Because I just couldn't stay consistent with it anymore. When I did those gameplays, this was back in 2019, if I remember it correctly. It was back in 2019. I was trying to bring back gameplays. I recorded a ton of different gameplays, actually, that way, but I never released any of them. I do not know why. I don't know if I just had issues recording them or something, or what it was. But I made so many videos that I just never released, and I wish I did because I do not have them anymore. But the reason why I am making this video, after 20 minutes of rambling on about my life, is because I want to bring this channel back. Now, the thing is, I'm probably going to change a lot of things with this channel. I'm still going to do gameplays, now that I can, because look at this shit, right? Hold on. I'm gonna take this for a second, right? Look at this shit. I have a PC now, a very decent one at that, and oh fuck, okay, and I have, editing softwares, all that bullshit, right? So I have everything I need now to do this again. The changes I'm going to make with this channel, I'm probably going to change the name. I'm probably going to change a couple of other things with it. But I'm still going to do the same things I used to do. It's going to be very slow for me coming back, most likely, because obviously my life has changed a lot over the years. I am not, I don't have as much free time as I used to. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to get too into detail about everything, but again, I'm probably going to explain more in depth about the things between me and like my mother in a different video. Because this is just a little sprinkle of some of the things I dealt with her. But I'm just here to just explain why I was gone for so long. I did not forget about this channel. I did not give up on it, even though I thought I was. But I think I always kind of knew in the back of my head I was going to come back. I just didn't know when. Or if I really was or not. But today I woke up and I looked at my channel and I just kind of remembered everything. And I was like, huh. And dude, bro, listen to me, bro. Listen, it was literally just this morning. I'm looking at my channel and, bro, the last video, again, 5 years ago, I posted. 5 years ago. I've been gone for 5 years? It felt like just like a couple of years ago or some shit. Like, and then, you know, I'm scrolling all the way down. I see my first video that was still up, by the way. Like, my very first video was still up. And it said 9 years. Which means that... Actually, no, that wasn't my first video, actually. One of the first gameplay videos I ever did was my first video. So it adds up. It all adds up. It's been 11 years. I started in 2014. It is now 2025. I still can't believe that shit. I've been thinking about it all day. Because I'm just sitting here thinking, like, damn, like, is time really flying like that? When I started this channel, I was 13. Or excuse me, 14. I wasn't when I was 13, I was on a different channel. I was on one of my friends' channels at the time. Before I had my own channel. When I had my own channel, I'm pretty sure I was like around 14. I'm 24 now. Holy fuck, dude. But anyway, I'm probably missing a lot of fucking details. I also did a mock version of this video, but I did an audio version of it because I couldn't record it for some reason earlier. But I just figured I'd re-record this anyway and just be able to, like, I don't know. I honestly have no fucking idea. But yes, I want to bring back this channel. I want to start doing more gameplays and stuff. I want to start bringing everything back. Because I feel like if I don't... shit, man. I feel like if I don't do something with this channel, it would have just all been for nothing. Even if it was for something else, I don't feel like... I wouldn't feel like I did enough with it. Yes, I want to bring this channel back because I've been meaning to for a very long time. I just did not think that I would actually pursue it. But I've been thinking about it lately, and not even just today. I mean, I've been thinking about this for a good couple of years now, because I've been saying to myself, like, man, like, I'm gonna just do it again. I'm gonna just do what I used to do, because I still enjoy making videos to this very day. I love making content. I still do it, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just not on YouTube as much anymore. I have a couple other YouTube channels that I'm not going to list because of certain artistic reasons. Not like safety reasons, but just artistic reasons, all right? Because, you know, my other channels aren't really like this one. But I do a lot of shit, man. Like, I do a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But I wanted to bring this one specifically back because this was my first one. I have a lot on here. All you guys that have subscribed to me back then are still subscribed to me to this very day. And all I could say is thank you for that. Thank you for not taking me off or whatever. You know what I mean? None of you probably watch my videos anymore any fucking way. But, you know, I was checking it earlier and I saw that and I was like, holy shit. Like, I still have the same amount of subscribers that I did 10 years ago. And that just that threw me for a loop. It really did, because it's just like, damn, like, what should I do? You know what I mean? And then, you know, of course I find out, you know, I've been on this platform for 11 years now. Now I have to do something. You know what I mean? Just for the old days' sake, just for the fun of it, just to see what happens. And now that I have everything I need, I have all the equipment I need, I have all the tools I need, all that stuff is available to me now. And now I have just a little bit more free time than maybe before. Not as much, obviously, but there's still room to make some time for it. But anyway, that's all I really had to say. Thank you for sticking with me as long, I guess, Or unless if you forgot. But even then, don't forget, because I'm sure that because you guys are still subscribed, you're probably going to get a notification later on today when I post this, even though by the time you see this, it'll probably be tomorrow, that I'm back. I'm back. Don't get it twisted, bitch. Bro, look. I'm looking you dead in your eyes right now as you're watching this shit. I might look different. My voice might sound different now. But trust me, I'm back.